Drive babyface.
Of all, he made a name for himself. He was putting face paint on.
That's your guy now.
Young Bucks, like stop with beating the Young Bucks. I don't want to see them anymore.
Yo.
Intro.
Can you hear me?
How about that new intro, man? That was
Oh.
pretty hot.
Fire, brother.
That
Fire.
Banging.
I like how one of the highlights is me arguing against Joe.
Well,
Cody Rhodes.
Joe couldn't make it today due to some scheduling conflicts, probably. But we got the original Smart Carl and
Johnny Boy. Yeet.
John, man, we had a post on Twitter voting for the best Smarkin Around host, and you have won that competition.
Come on,
with
man.
75% of the votes to my
Too
25.
easy. Too easy. This boy's on fire, man.
next time we'll definitely do that again. But there's a lot to talk about this week. Congratulations.
As the gangsters would say, game recognized game, sir.
Oh yeah, you know it.
I thank everybody that voted, by the way.
Yeah, thanks everybody. We are currently up to like almost 400 followers on X. So you guys like this podcast, just give us a subscribe on YouTube and follow us on X. But without further ado, let's dive into some wrestling. John, what's up? What's new in wrestling? What's hyping you up right now? What can we review?
So I like to start off with chants that go on. So I picked out 3 chants from 3 different superstars, like from the crowd. You got CM Punk.
Okay.
You got RKO.
Okay.
And you got LA Knight. Yeah. So I just want to know, and everybody watching, and you, Carl, as well, who has the hottest chant?
Who has the hottest chant?
Between those 3 superstars, who has the hottest chant right now?
I would not say any of those 3 right now.
Oh,
I would give it to the Yeet man. I would give it to Jey Uso, just because to me, Jey Uso right now is the marketing mascot of the WWE. He's doing crazy merch sales. Everybody wants a shirt. Everybody's chanting the Yeet. So I'll go with Yeet. And then, go with the LA Knight chant, of course.
Okay. So I got to pick my boy, LA Knight, obviously. But, if I stick to those 3, obviously Jey Uso, he's on fire. I'd pick his chant any day of the week too, but it's kind of hard for me to pick between RKO and CM Punk because I love both of them. I mean, obviously, I got the CM Punk merch on right now. I got a Randy Orton shirt in the closet. So, I mean, those are my top 3 superstars if you think about it. I got Randy Orton, LA Knight, and CM Punk merch. So
maybe you're kind of biased, but they are getting some good. They are getting
I need a Yeet. I need a Yeet shirt.
You need a Yeet shirt.
But speaking of Yeet, he's feuding with Gunther right now, and he's having that semifinal match against them tomorrow night.
Yeah, definitely. So, who's your pick? Why? And who needs to win the King of the Ring? Who needs that push? Because like just talking about King of the Ring, it's kind of highlights that next up and coming, secondary champion or the next guy who's going to get that push. Who needs that King of the Ring for the men right now?
So I want to see. It's I don't know. It's so hard for me to pick. Honestly, there's so many factors for the final 4 that we have. And here, I'll start off with this. Okay, so Gunther and Jay, I think I would love to see them continue to shine Gunther after losing that Intercontinental title to have him move on to something else. King of the Ring is prestigious, and it'll put him more. I mean, he already is on the map. I would like to see Gunther win, but obviously, I have so much love for Jay, and I would actually prefer Jay to win because, and here's the thing: you got Tama Tonga going against Randy Orton. There's no way Randy is going to win that match on Friday. The
No,
Bloodline's going to interfere. The Bloodline's going to interfere. Tama Tonga is going to win and advance to the final. And this is why it works so well if Jay won against Gunther tomorrow night, because it builds that Bloodline storyline even more into what
yeah,
people actually see it coming as too. You know, so I want to see. I can't pick who wins. I think because I'm on the good guy side, I want Jay to win, but I
yeah.
definitely want to see Jay versus Tama Tonga in the final.
I okay. So Gunther had his run with the IC title, but to me, King of the Ring is always the next guy up, right? So who's gonna be the next, world's champion in whatever brand he's in? So currently, I don't think Randy needs to win this King of the Ring. He's already got all his accolades, all the good stuff. Giving Randy the King of the Ring right now, it wouldn't really mean much. It might give him a cool little gimmick to run with for a couple months, but it really wouldn't mean that much for Randy to, win it right now. But I think Gunther kind of needs this momentum going after losing, the IC title to Sammy, because I think they had him drop it just to, give build him up in a bigger way, shape, or form going towards that, prestigious world heavyweight championship or even the WWE undisputed belt. So I think it's Gunther's time. It's going to be interesting to see what the IWC Internet Wrestling community has to say about it, because everybody loves Jay. But let's see. I think Gunther needs it a little bit more.
Especially France, they love Jey Uso.
Oh, everybody loves Jey Uso. He's the marketing mascot of the WWE right now. He's
Yeah,
one of the top merch sellers. The hottest entrance in wrestling right now is
yeah,
definitely Jey Uso.
yep.
So let's give it up to him. On the women's side, we saw Jade Cargill lose by disqualification to
Nia Jax.
Nia Jax. So that dream match is gonna have to hold off, which is the right call. I think it's definitely the right call. It's too
Yeah.
early to put Jade and Bianca in a match right now. It's way too early to do all that. What do you think?
Um, I think I like a Nia push. I'm kind of a big Nia person. Um, I do agree with your take though on it's too early for Jade and Bianca to go against each other. They just started. They just won those titles. So uh Jade still has a lot to learn, especially going one on one against Bianca. I think it's so technical and there's a lot for her to kind of still learn the ropes and stuff like that. She's a hot superstar and she needs to look like when the time comes and performance wise. So
Do you think
yeah,
that's a WrestleMania caliber match, that one that should have happened? Maybe
100%. When
definitely, right?
Jade's ready to go, and whether it's Bianca or even Nia Jax too, because they got a feud going on since Royal Rumble. Uh, I think it'd be amazing. And speaking of feuding, did you see when Jade was outside the ring and she went to go hug her daughter?
Oh yeah, Nia Jax is like, your mother
Your mom
sucks.
sucks.
But
I
when she
didn't.
went up to her,
Yeah,
it was really cool because I think her daughter knew Nia Jax because she was smiling at her. She's like, yeah, So I think it was a cool little spot, and obviously, like we talked about before, it was kind of botched the chair shot. It kind of busted her open. I think
yeah, yeah.
that's
Because
that's kind of what we.
Jade wasn't supposed to get hit because Nia kind of hit her with the chair first, and
Right.
then Jade, they both botched, and then Jade hit Nia with the chair like harder than she should have. But um, I think I just found that so funny they're in their baddie era. WWE's in their baddie era.
Yeah.
It's not ruthless aggression no more. It's baddie era.
Oh man, come on. It's that Triple H era.
Area. Yeah. So
Then
I thought
the
that was
Triple H
hilarious.
booking area. Anyway, so moving on to some main event stuff or returns or first thing we think when we see these QR codes, when we're deep in
Oh,
diving into this Twitch return of Uncle Howdy
yeah.
and whatever else is coming along with him. Dude, I'm so invested in this. Like right now, I'm like on the edge of my seat. Do you think my hype being this high that this debut of whatever it is, Uncle Howdy and supposedly this other six or the sixth family, the Wyatt family, the second Wyatt family, whatever, do you think the hype is gonna live up? My hype's gonna live up to the debut.
I honestly want it to work so bad. I want everything to click. I want everything to be on fire with these guys. I hope the hype lives up to its potential, especially with all. We haven't had anything since Prey did this, so it kind of hits home for me to see all this and appreciate it for what it is because it's so unique. And it was specifically to one person, and I'm glad his brother is actually willing to do all this as well, considering how much it meant to Bray.
Yeah.
So I really hope it does click off. 'Cause I love that creepy vibe. I think it's super cool, and like I said, it's unique. It adds something different to the WWE, which is already on fire as it is.
Yeah.
So That's why I just want it to work so much, even though there's so many other torches that are on around it. I want that torch to be hot too.
I
But
definitely want to see this debut because I mean I'm at the edge of my seat. There's supposedly a abduction from of a therapist by
yeah,
Uncle Howdy, and he's
nope,
bringing all these people back or bringing them in and let them. Oh my god, dude! It's just awesome storytelling, and I'm just scared that it's just gonna be so hyped, and it is so hyped, and then it's gonna maybe fall off a little bit and lose some
yeah,
momentum because maybe the performers they can't, fit those roles or fit those shoes that Bray actually left, which I don't think any performer will be able to do. But
right,
you
right.
know, I don't know. We'll see where it goes from here. Right now, it's the hottest thing for me, and that's my take on that.
You know, I've been talking to a lot of people on Discord about this whole Uncle Howdy situation. And by the way, all the links that he posts are they are creepy, and he does like a lot of how you say anagrams.
Yeah,
Just like you got to mix up all those words. But they all they all have a really strong opinion, and they most of them never really liked Bray. And I was just looking at everything that they were saying, and obviously I don't agree with most of it, but they did have some good points as far as just like how Bray started off so hot, and then it kind of just died down. And they said that Firefly Funhouse, that
hmm,
version of Bray, uh, saved him, especially because he
yeah,
did get he got released for because of the COVID and all that, and
hmm,
um, I do agree that I think that was probably his best character, and because it introduced the Fiend as well. But I absolutely loved Bray his entire career, and I
oh
thought it was special, and I wish he had that match. I wish he was the person that ended the feud, or not the feud, the streak for
yeah,
Undertaker.
he
Because
definitely should have ended it.
Even Undertaker said that too, that he wished it was Bray Wyatt.
I
You know,
mean, if you look way back, even when he was doing like, so he had to work that character. He has to bring that character to life. The whole Husky Harris thing didn't work out with the Nexus or whatever he was doing with that, the Husky guy. And then he came back with the Wyatt family, made that work. Then I guess, yeah, it kind of did fall off. And then he reinvented himself to the Fiend and the
yeah,
Firefly Funhouse character. So he did great work. And I hope that, Bo or Taylor Rotunda, I believe that's his name, that he's gonna carry on that same style of mysterious kind of darker Uncle Howdy now aspect of things. But I hope it goes on and they keep transforming themselves and to like something newer and cooler, and just shout out and tribute to Bray Wyatt.
Yep. Yeah, I wanna mention this, and I don't know. I'm gonna say this. I don't know if this was before Bray passed away or after. I think it might have been before. Do you remember when Nikki Cross was used to just stare into the camera, like whether she was in a
Yeah.
match for a tag team or she like walked up to be like not like a manager but ringside, but she would just stare into the camera the whole time. Do you remember that? And she did that
Wasn't
for a few weeks.
wasn't she
I
like just be the crazy gimmick where she was just a lunatic or like some kind of crazy thing going
right.
on with her, right? Yeah.
I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but there's rumors that she's a part of this new faction with Uncle Howdy.
Right.
And so maybe she was already kind of doing that when she was staring. Because I remember making a remark one time on Discord, I forgot where it was, on Twitter, that she was staring at Uncle Howdy or she was staring at Bray Wyatt or something, like up in the skybox. So, I
Yeah.
remember, and now all these rumors of her being part of that faction kind of make a lot more sense now. Maybe that was something else on its own, but they could definitely turn it into something else. If I see a lot of opportunity. It kind of adds. I think it would add a little bit more if they kind of combine both of those, because that was kind of weird and creepy too, just to see her stare off
Mhm.
into the camera, and just the whole 5-10 minute match the whole time. So
I think
yeah,
it's good long-term storytelling that they got going on with this whole thing. The therapist, she was the first one, original one to interview Bray, and then now she's back, and now she's abducted, and it just keeps getting hotter and hotter, and more QR codes. And I guess in the stadium now, there's like a grandma Howdy or something, some kind of weird character that just they put a spotlight on or whatever. So
they
I've been
did do
seeing.
that, right?
Yeah, so some kind of connection to this whole QR return of
Yeah,
the Uncle Howdies and whatnot. So that's awesome what they're doing. But
yeah,
Triple H or Trips, he said before that when they were doing the White Rabbit thing with Bray, it meant nothing. Like everybody knew Bray was coming back, but every little clue, nothing meant anything, right? They were just doing the weirdest stuff, and nothing correlated with anything that he was gonna do or could come back with. You know what I mean? Because the White Rabbit
yeah,
wasn't even a part of anything except the Firefly Fun House, maybe, right?
yeah.
But like everybody's looking so deep into it, and I'm just wondering, like, does any of this mean anything? You know what I
I
mean?
mean, it's gonna have to. I mean, the links that they're posting with the QR codes, lists on lists of things. But the last one too, with all those pictures, it has to mean something. I feel like Taylor really puts in a lot of thought into all this stuff, and he's probably big into deep meanings
Yeah,
compared to Bray, where he was more in just expressing through the character itself and just all that live action. And then Taylor, he's very good with the pen and paper. I feel like, you
I
know,
think it came much easier to Bray at that point because it was his own thing, and he knew what he wanted to, accomplish and what he wanted to portray through the screen. And with Taylor, I think it's like, man, how can I live up to those
yeah,
expectations or whatever? How can I
yeah.
make it at least comparable to what Bray was doing, and so I could, his legacy and honor him as a wrestler.
As comparable as he can, yet still, I think it's incomparable
Yeah.
compared to what he's done. But still, it's that same idea.
Hmm.
It's it's creepy. It works. Everybody's hyped about it. Everybody's talking about it. Whether you like it or not, you see it and you have something to say, right? And I
Right.
think I think that's just the whole point of wrestling.
For sure.
Attention grabbers, and it makes you say your opinion on something. Especially if you're a true wrestling fan, you love wrestling and you love the story behind it all too, not just all the matches, the action. So uh, I really just want to appreciate the fact that he was strong enough and brave enough and whatever you want to call it to continue his brother's legacy. You know, he could have retired or it could have not worked out, you know, but WWE's given it a shot as well.
Yeah.
And so far it's working. But like you said, there's so much hype and you don't know what's going to happen with this. It could fall apart so fast.
So technically, like I hate saying this, but like these guys were mid card talent. Like Bo Dallas, Eric Rowan was because the Wyatt family. They're saying
Yeah.
Eric Rowan, Nikki Cross, right? If you want, and Gacy, and I don't know the other ones, right?
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss, I think she was the maybe
Yeah.
most dominant person in that whole thing. So when you put all, you can't, I don't know, you can't debut them all at once. It can't just be like, we're here, all 6 of us come out. Like, give something a backstory. Give every character a backstory so you could, relate to their struggles or their way of getting back into the WWE and into this faction. Like, that'd be a cool way of doing it instead of, hey, we're
Right.
here now, let's go against the bloodline or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think that's great. And you know, and one by one, they could pick like these targets. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like Nikki Cross can pick maybe the last person that she feuded with, or she could do like a Chelsea Green or something. You know, she could
Yeah.
target her and creep her the hell out. You got Eric Rowan. He could probably target maybe like a Bronson Reed or something, you know, or like some, you know, they have to be very specific how they do this. And but I do like the 1v like one person at a time to debut in a way. Maybe the best way to put it, maybe they can go up against a faction. I think if they weren't injured, the Viking Raiders probably would have been a great faction for them to start off with.
Or
But
Pride, right? Pride could whatever, right?
but after Chad Gable is done with Sammy, maybe that whole faction too. But I think that faction might fall apart now. After the last episode of Raw, Chad
Mm-hmm.
Gable smacked the hell out of Otis. And I felt some type of way about that, by the way. He didn't have to smack him so hard. I
Yeah.
looked like Otis was mad, but it looked like he wanted to cry a little bit.
It's
It's
his
like,
best friend, man.
I
It's his
feel you,
boy.
Otis. I'm sorry that happened to you, buddy. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve that, my friend.
I don't know. I love the Gable turn. It's very entertaining right now. But what are we gonna do? Like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like Trips. He's stuck in his way. Like the whole Rock thing and Roman thing should have happened, and whatever. That was the original plan, right? And he actually went off his script and did the Cody Roman thing. Great, good on him, right? He finally went off. I feel like when he's stuck in like in mode like this is gonna happen at SummerSlam, this is gonna happen at WrestleMania, he just stays there unless something drastic happens, so he's already got, if Sammy's the champion now going into SummerSlam, like something's got to give, man. I mean, I don't see Sammy as entertaining as I used to, like with his most entertaining stuff that I saw was with the Bloodline, right, when he was the honorary Uso. I think at that point,
Yeah.
as a wrestler, he's solid. He's
Oh
tremendous
yeah.
wrestler, but
He has an amazing blue thunder belt. So
yeah,
I think it's amazing.
but right, the most entertaining stuff I saw was when he was doing the Uso stuff. Some of the stuff with KO was good, but like him as the IC champion right now, it's not clicking for me. So
Yeah.
I'd love to see Chad Gable get one over finally.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of which, they have a match tomorrow, and I did see a prediction that they think Bronson Reed is going to interfere, and then they could do a whole triple threat match come King and Queen in the ring, and I could honestly see the title if it goes to Saudi or sorry, what is it, Riyadh,
Jeddah.
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 Sorry, I just watched
You could,
UFC yesterday.
yeah.
Um, it's kind of hard for Sammy to lose in Jeddah. You know?
Yeah, I don't see it happening. It's his not his hometown, but he has a connection with the fans over there and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I don't see him losing there at all. I don't know, man, but that Chad Gable turn's gotta happen. Like the whole thing's gotta split, and he's
Yeah,
gotta
be on his
do
own.
something cool.
Hurt
Get in his own.
Gable.
Whatever, like sure, whatever that, or get with the Creed brothers, like so
Oh
something
yeah,
like
that's
that,
right.
right?
That's a good one
That
too.
could be a
He
thing.
could do something with them.
That'll be
I
really
like
cool to
that.
see. Instead of just teetering him on the edge of turning heel, and it's just like dragging on with the Bronson Reed, Sami Zayn,
Yeah,
Chad Gable, just dragging on for me. Let's end it here, and everything and everything else with end it here. So whatever. Moving on.
greetings, gentlemen. Hope you've been enjoying my booking lately.
Yeah, man. Keep
Yeah, what up,
booking,
Trip?
bro. The man with
What's
the
up,
three
dude?
H's, bro. What else? What else we got to talk about? AEW. Want to switch gears on the AEW? I'll touch on a little bit of it. Darby Allin's back. Awesome. He's one of the 4 AEW versus the EWO, I guess we could call him. In that match, in the Anarchy, whatever they call that match. I feel like every match has like a name to it now.
Yeah,
Like these are the rules when
you're
you
right.
like the House of Black and the tags and all this stuff. Everybody has a different gimmick for different rules, and there's a steel cage match with barbed wire steel cage match. Adam Copeland versus the House of Black, Malachi.
Like,
And like I love what Adam Copeland's doing right now. Like he's having like legit fun. Like it's
yeah,
good. He's at his age. He's going week to week, putting on a good show, entertaining me. Everything's being done really good. You know what I mean?
a
With
lot of
Adam
creative
Copeland.
freedom.
Yeah,
I,
he's
I think that's one of the best things about AEW is that they allow so much creative freedom over there.
yeah.
So, but Darby Allin, he he hasn't been back since the Sting matches, right?
Yeah, so he left after Sting retired, and he went to do some expedition in Mount Everest, right? He did his thing.
Well, I think that answers my question. He was hit by a bus.
And then he was hit by a bus,
He
man.
was
Yeah.
actually hit by a bus.
Yeah, straight up in New York. He was going to see
Wow.
some musical play or whatever. I guess he got hit by a bus. He went to see the musical play with the busted
Oh God, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but wow.
and he
What
does
the
this
hell?
thing.
You got hit by a bus?
Yeah, I think a week ago. I don't think maybe 2 weeks ago, and he's all good now. He's in the ring. He's doing his thing. Yeah, I mean,
That's like winning the lottery. It's so rare you get hit by a bus.
yeah, I mean AEW. Guess who's in the main event right now? Right? Just guess. Take a wild
AEW.
guess. Yeah, just take a wild guess who's in the main event. If I know you don't watch it too much,
The Elite.
right? And the
Jack,
part of the Elite are that tag team, right? The
yeah.
Young Bucks, of course.
Oh, of course.
It's
Didn't we
just
talk about this the last
yeah.
episode?
I can't stand it. Like it's like why are they there? I get it, but Swerves could do so much great work. Swerve, and they're putting him with Christian, which Christian is doing good, phenomenal stuff. But then the Nick Wayne stuff, and it's just, man, I can't get behind it right now. It's killing me with the Christian Nick Wayne angle.
Where's
And
that one guy?
Swerve should be. What's up?
Hobbs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I mean, he kind of fell off at this point. Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah, I think he could have been like a good match against Hobbs, right?
Yeah, it could have, and yeah, Swerve's reign is really good, and I just want to see him promoted more in the main event at this point. You're the champion. Let's give you some more airtime and not squash you when we have they're promoting it as a triple threat main event, which I hate because the main event's the last match on the card for me always,
Yeah.
unless it's like a special thing with WrestleMania, right?
Well, Roman Reigns at Royal Rumble, he was like the first match to kick off or something like that. Not even he wasn't even the main event.
Right.
It was Cody winning the Rumble. I wanted to comment on this right here from the lovely Paul Triple H Levesque here that's commenting on our
the
podcast.
man with the 3 H's.
this title reign is kind of reminding me of Kofi Kingston.
Really? What? No way. You're hyping Kofi.
It's cold, short-lived, and it's not gonna last too long. And somebody like Brock Lesnar, who's the Brock Lesnar AEW right now?
Dude, the Young Bucks are gonna get involved and give it to Okada. So another thing about AEW, Will Ospreay's he's not gonna lose. Will Ospreay's the guy. The fans love Will Ospreay. I don't see him losing anytime soon.
I like Will Ospreay too. He's a good. I don't. His match with that Bryan Danielson was really good.
It was really good. Oh yeah, 100%.
Match of the year contender. A lot of people said it was boring that they fell asleep, but even for me, that I don't watch AEW like that, I thought that match was awesome, dude. That was a great match. So shout out, honestly, shout out to that, and they deserve all the credit. That was a good match.
It was a great match, and the best thing about what they're doing in AEW right now, I just can't get behind the main event, guys.
Yeah, and I don't like the Young Bucks either.
Everybody's talking about the ratings, so I don't follow ratings too much. I know they dropped below 700K or whatever, the lowest rated episode of Dynamite, and all this. For me as a fan, I never really cared. I guess a lot of people are into and then like the whole paying $60 for every show, like Double or Nothing. I mean, it's a new time. I mean, they got to do their WBD deal, and we'll see where it goes from there. Yeah. I never really cared too much about the ratings. I love watching AEW. I love some of the talent they have, but I feel like the inner workings of AEW are kind of like off the rails right now, because as you could tell, it feels like the Young Bucks put themselves in a position to be promoted higher than everybody else. They put themselves versus the Sting in Sting retirement match. Now they're putting themselves in this NWO revival position versus AEW. It's like, come on, guys. And they're supposed to be these big heels, but you know what they came out with? Some new freaking kicks that they want us to buy, like the Reebok shoes, dude. They're promoting their Reebok shoes.
They got a shoe deal.
I think Reeboks. I'm not sure.
Oh my god. How about a Reebok? How about that?
How about a Reebok? Yeah, I mean, it's entertaining for me at this point, but we'll see where AEW goes. I want to see Swerve push more, and I will say this: the tag team division in AEW is better than the tag team division in the other brand, WWE.
I don't watch it enough to know that, but you know what? I'll just go ahead and agree with you on that.
You gotta agree with me. You gotta understand WWE has
AEW fell off the day they fired Punk. I'm sure the legend with the Punk T-shirt will agree. Of course, man. Hey, I went to All Out Chicago 2023. I went. That was the day after they fired Punk, or the day of. I don't remember which one. I know it was either day of or day before. But they had everybody walking in with all the CM Punk merch. Hey, you gotta turn your shirt inside out, or you gotta get rid of that shirt. We're not gonna have that on camera. All this jazz. They hated the guy, right? Because it was so that fight with Jack Perry, whatever the hell his name is, was so everybody's lives were in danger. Like, come on, But I went to that show, and guess who had a title match, right? Guess who had a tag team match at that show, and everybody was booing them and shouting CM Punk, CM Punk. It was the Young Bucks,
right?
And they were like, and this is funny that they did this, but they're like trolling all of us. They're all like "F you," or doing like some taunting us, right? And I thought that was hilarious.
Whatever.
I thought that was so funny, but that show was honestly, it was kind of depressing. But Kenny Omega and I forgot the Japanese wrestler, forgot his name, but they had a great match, by the way. They had a really good match. But I think at the end of the day, at All Out 2023, they definitely screwed the fans over. And by the way, did you know that their title belt costs like $800?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that in the show, dude. Like, that's crazy, man. I mean, but that's two belts, right? You get no one belt. It was just
belt, $800. $800.
Whatever.
I mean, granted, it's yeah, take Sheeta. I don't know if I said that right. I just wanted to say it like that. But
Sheeta, yeah.
Yeah, dude, their belts cost $800, bro. I was like, I want to get in a hot dog and a beer, maybe like a few. I would have spent $800 on beer, not a freaking
No,
belt.
because me and Joe, we went to Rampage Collision 420. I'll never forget it because it's 420. Like, I mean, I
Yeah,
don't smoke or anything, but it just sentimental whatever. Rob Van Dam. The AEW belt was only 400, man. Four or
that's
500,
crazy.
499.
That's crazy. That's literally half off to what they had it. Hold on. I hate Cody. That's all I
Oh,
gotta say.
yeah, day one.
Of course,
Alone.
of course.
Speaking
Woo!
of, we should jump into this feud we got going on with Cody Rhodes and our
Logan
boy
Paul.
of the Prime.
Yeah, show that prime can you got there,
Here we
bro.
go, Prime.
Oh, God, this guy's.
I just recently started drinking it. It's not very good, but it does the job when we're going live at 8 p.m. and we got to stay up a little energy. It does the job. I'll say that.
You know, I I don't know. I don't want to talk too much about Prime, but their hydration drink I like better than their energy drink. You should try the hydration drinks. They have better taste and whatnot. But yeah, they got everybody thought it was title for title, right? And then Logan came out. It's like, no, I'm only competing for the the world championship. Blah blah. I knew you guys were gonna pull this off. That's what it was. And then yeah, so it's just for that title. So like I said, Logan's gonna hold on to that title well into SummerSlam
Yeah.
in Cleveland, his hometown. And I don't know. I obviously Cody, he's walking away with a win here. There's no way.
Do you
I
think
don't
it's the right move to have him hold on till yeah, sugar water.
think just like the guy in the pink
There you
t-shirt.
go. You wish you could, right? I mean, I think the right move would be to drop it before SummerSlam and then have him win in his hometown and this whole thing going on. He's getting booked as a heel, so I don't see his hometown. I mean, they're gonna give him some, leeway, um, but there's still gonna be a lot of boos, right? A lot of jeers and
Yeah.
stuff. Uh,
What's the next pay-per-view after King and Queen of the Ring? Because
it's
they only have 3 months.
right. It's not SummerSlam right after it, right? It's
No,
King of
no,
the Ring. What's right after King
not
of the Ring?
Fastlane, is it?
Is it another overseas one?
Payback? No, oh yeah, they are going up. Yeah, I
Oh, the
don't know.
Castle, right? The Clash of the
Yeah,
Castle.
yeah, I think it is. Yeah, okay.
I think it's the
Well,
Clash, right?
yeah. How do you see him losing the title next
Cody
pay
right
per
now?
view? No, what's his name? Logan.
Logan?
How do you see him losing and then winning it back, like in Cleveland?
I don't see him dropping to anyone currently. I don't like this whole story with Cody and Logan. It kind of felt like uh they got pushed together pretty quickly.
Wallah, wallah, habibi, wallah.
You could have had like two really good matches. One for the WWE Championship, one for the United States Championship. Now you booked
Yeah,
yourself into a corner where you have, a marquee match with Logan and Cody. I never liked those dual championship matches that you can't combine. I like the undisputed championship
yeah,
where you actually could combine something or whatever. But like you can't do the IC and the World Heavyweight Championship or the United States. I never really liked that. Booking seems kind of right?
yeah. But I think that it's big on headlines, especially going to Saudi. I mean, it
Mhm.
promotes having the pretty much the two biggest superstars right now,
Yeah, in
considering
one
Logan
match.
Paul. So I think it's going to be a banger. Hopefully, it is because Logan Paul is not too bad in the ring. I just hope that he they have really good chemistry together because I feel like they could put off a really good match over there. But as far as like the whole story goes, I think it shouldn't have been Cody. I think they should have built somebody else up,
Yeah,
honestly, to go against Cody. Just like AJ Styles, by the way.
right. Give him his credit.
Flowers. Yeah, he needs flowers for his match and all that he's done. But I don't. Who would be the next person to kind of go up against Cody
I don't. They
if it
haven't
wasn't
built
Logan?
anybody because you have this
Right.
Priest and Drew, championship match, and then you have
Yeah.
Punk in the middle of all that noise, and then he's still, recovering from his thing. Who's a legit contender? There will not be one until SummerSlam. I mean, he's holding.
Randy, probably.
Yeah, you could get. I want to see Randy get one more match. That phenomenal chant was awesome
La
at that
la la
point.
la 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 la
I mean,
la.
I think it's like a discotheque song. I guess they call it discotheques or whatever. And good on them, but yeah, I mean, I don't see anybody taking that title off Cody for a while.
No, he's
Maybe
gonna hold
even
on
Sting.
at least a year. But
Come on, you can't get that long, man.
come on, dude. I mean, the guy, he for 2 years, 2 or 3 years, he's been trying to get that title, working so hard, building this story up,
Yeah, but
finishing the story.
to me he's much better as a 1B than 1A, man. He's much better chasing that title than being the main face of the company and
Then who
holding
are
it.
you gonna bring back? Who's gonna come back to take that off?
Who's gonna come back?
The WWE needs to bring back some of the
Yeah,
guys they
I mean,
fired. SmackDown was just paper thin, especially for Cody.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's. I mean, who's coming?
Right.
Who's
Because
coming?
LA Knight, as much as I love LA Knight, he's not going to be the guy to dethrone him at all. Honestly, he might not even be.
But even
that
just
guy to
to
win the
have
title.
matches up to SummerSlam,
Right.
who's gonna give him? Seth, you're gonna Seth and stuff,
Yeah.
Start bench sell. Who would you? Let's get off topic a little bit. Start bench sell.
Kurt Angle, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart.
I gotta go with start Shawn. I'll bench Bret, and I'll sell Kurt.
I will start Kurt, bench Shawn, and sell Bret because I honestly I'm too young to know anything about Bret Hart. I never watched a lot of his matches, the reruns and all that, but I love Kurt Angle, bro.
Kurt Angle's great, man. This is the hardest
love Kurt
question I
Angle.
ever had to ask, I think.
That was pretty good.
Oh man, but yeah, I mean, who are we gonna keep? Like he said, who are we gonna keep Cody occupied with? Who until SummerSlam? Maybe a return with Brock or
Carmelo Hayes.
No, man, too early. Too early.
Well, somebody. I mean, the Bloodline's doing their own thing. There's nobody else. LA Knight probably, but he needs to go against Logan Paul. I see LA Knight going against Logan Paul in Cleveland probably.
Well, Seth's coming back, right? Eventually, he's coming back.
But he's on Raw though, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's really thin, man. How I hate that we're in this transition phase after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
There's injuries.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to feed the champion up, and you already used AJ Styles. You already used the phenomenal one, right?
I mean, maybe they have another match coming up, because honestly, AJ Styles is probably the best guy to keep going, keeping Cody occupied. I think that might be the right move here. Their feud is pretty good. I mean, it started off a little slow the first time, but their match leading up to it, and like that week before, fire. France made it even better than it was, and even then, I still think it's really good.
Carmelo Hayes, you think they're gonna put him in there straight away?
He's him, bro. Carmelo's him. He's not too bad. He's good. He has good mic work, and he's good in the ring, and that's pretty rare to come out as somebody from NXT. To be honest with you, Carmelo was really good at doing that in NXT, and I respect him for it. And I don't think he's somebody to win, but I think he puts on a great show, and he could probably do really good things for all the fans wondering what's going to happen with Cody Rhodes in this title. Keep everybody guessing, put on some fire matches, banger after banger after burger after banger after burger. You feel me?
Yeah.
So maybe he might be the guy to do that too, along with AJ Styles, and then maybe bring Randy Orton into the mix somehow. But there has to be that new guy coming up. Somebody has to make a name for themselves at some point. Right now, Ilya Dragunov on Raw is showing why he belongs on the main roster, right? And he's going to do great things. We need like Carmelo to kind of do that as well. He was drafted in the first round for SmackDown.
Right.
And Ilya was drafted to Raw. So that needs to start somewhere, somehow. It needs to work out, because LA Knight, he's mid-Carter, bro. He's mid-Carter, and as much as hot as he is, it's kind of hard to kind of see him as that guy to win that title. They need to do something for him too. They keep putting him on the burners. Maybe right now is the perfect time to take him off those side burners and put him on the big flame with the big boys, the big guys with Triple H. You know?
All right.
All
Yeah.
right.
I mean, what if they? I mean, okay. So, A-Town Down Under drop, and then Theory goes back on his own. They split up. He could be a little filler right there until
But like you said,
happens.
that tag team division is thin.
Dude, it's
especially
so
on
weak.
SmackDown.
Oh my
On
god.
SmackDown, it's paper thin right now.
Why is it so weak? Like, can we not get good tag teams like together? Is there too much competition from, the other companies and stuff like that? Are they are they letting go of people too soon with the WWE? Are they just ending their contracts? There's a lot of stuff you got to take into account as to why that is.
So how I'm mentioning that they need to start building all these people up and doing more. I think that's why I said at least a year. There's nothing right now that we have other than AJ Styles. They got to give somebody else a chance. Like that's why they did Logan Paul.
Yeah,
he's the other hottest person there. It made sense. But it's gonna take a lot of building up to do, especially with that tag team too. To think about A-Town Down Under, there's just so much that they have to work on that, and then all of us are gonna have to be patient. And then they're gonna bring in the Uncle Howdy. They're gonna bring in all those people that are injured back into the mix as well. And I feel like they have a lot more going on right now with the women than they do with the men. And I think that's the first time in a while, to be honest with you, that they've actually had this where the women are kind of more on the rise here. And I love it. I'm all for that too. But, we need to start doing something here with what they got going on.
Yeah, they're leading with women wrestling in minutes wise, I believe so. But they got some great women feuds and great women wrestlers right now. That's going on pretty strong. But yeah, they gotta. I mean, I guess it's that weird point right after WrestleMania where you have, like I said, the injuries and all Roman's out, and you don't have that credible heel to go against this massive baby face, that actually could put up something.
Yeah.
Now you're just occupying time and just feeding him, who's next? Who's up next? Let's do it. Give him Carmelo, I guess.
So I kind of have an opinion here, and it's kind of hard to argue because Braun Breaker, he's really good. He's really good in the ring, and he's exciting to watch. But I feel like it's enough of these squash matches, whatever you call them, squash.
Yeah.
It's enough of those matches because he needs to start feuding with somebody. So at first, I was wanting him to stay on SmackDown because he could have feuded with Carmelo. They duked it out for the NXT Championship last year, right? And Carmelo beat him, and he took it. And then they had a great rivalry, and they put on a good match. But
yeah,
they need to do something with Braun because right now there's nothing going on.
And it's been this way for a while now. He's just been doing those squash matches for 3 minutes or whatever, then just getting a little bit of TV time. And what are you doing with him now? Like
but now he's on Raw.
Yeah.
And maybe you can put him against Ilya, and they could have a banger feud. At some point after Sammy does whatever he does with Chad now, because now that's kind of getting stale. Maybe Braun can go against Sammy. Put this guy in the mix somewhere. You're treating him like a Brock Lesnar, like a Sheamus when he won in 3 months. Maybe after this pay-per-view, this PLE, put him against Sammy in a squash match and have him take that title. I can honestly see that happening. Sammy could lose that title in less than 3 minutes, and then now you got Braun Breaker as the IC champ, and you could push him. That makes everything exciting. Because now you're going to have Ilya come up in the mix, have a great feud. You're going to have Bronson Reed come up in the mix, and then you can see this guy, Braun Breaker, lift him up and do some crazy shit to him because he's a big guy, But they have to do so much with what they got right now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like I said, the injuries and just talent-wise, especially on SmackDown, it's kind of shallow waters, as they say. I guess it's not much to choose from. Slim pickings. I feel like they're pulling straws, but I mean, I'm still entertained. A lot of people are like, you know, both companies are doing pretty, stale right now. Everybody's not interested. I'm interested. I'm just trying to figure out what we're doing. Like I said earlier in the show about the Uncle Howdy stuff, that stuff got me on the edge of my seat, and I can't wait. And I hope my hype isn't too high to live up to, whatever debut might happen with that stuff. So I watched the whole Twitch episode that they had online. It was just like a therapy session. So I went into it thinking it was gonna be like maybe 10 minutes, and it was just gonna be a little teaser of like.
Wasn't it like 36 minutes
it was
or something
40,
like that?
40 something minutes, bro.
You stood there for 47 minutes.
I did, dude. I did. I stood through the whole thing. I got it, and I watched the whole thing. And at the end, she was just, this whole abduction angle is amazing to me. You got to call that guy from Taken. What's his name to find there or whatever?
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. call Liam Neeson and
man,
woman already. But yeah, no, that hype is awesome. So I can't wait. They got to be on SmackDown, right? That's the only.
They're gonna have to.
Yeah,
they need to add more tag team. I mean, it sucks. Ivar's out. His tag team partner, I forgot his name. But he's been out for a long time now. And Ivar's great. His solo matches are fire, but they need more. They need more to bring, and they can only do so much in those 2 hours. But I mean, come on, things are getting a little stale here. Like especially with like Damage Control too. And they're on Raw, but they need to bring more. They need to do more, and I hope they go to SmackDown. I really do.
But there's a lot of factions. Like if you think about it, the faction wise, what do you got? You got Bobby Lashley, the Street Profits, right? That's one. Now you're gonna bring this new one in. Then you got what else? Who else you got? There's like 5, right? 5 factions I could think of. The Alpha Academy or whatever, right?
This is we'll go off topic here. This is a little interesting. Fuck, marry, avoid. Avoid.
Naomi.
All right, I'll answer this.
I don't got anything, man. I mean,
I'll answer this one.
Go ahead, Jack.
I think.
Go, bro. Just do it. I don't want my lady to see this. She'll be like,
that's why I'll take everything here. So I think in that order you have it exactly. Jade, Bianca, and Naomi. I think that works for me. That's all I gotta say about that.
There you go. Where were we? Thanks for the engagement, man. That's awesome.
Oh god.
So Slim, there is factions right now, right? How much? There's faction. There's the Street Profits, whatever.
Yep. So the Pride, the Final Testament,
there you
Bloodline,
go.
Alpha Academy, Damage Control. That's 5, and you got. No, I don't know if you call them a faction, but Creed Brothers.
Yeah, that's just a tag team, right?
Okay. Yeah. They got 5 that I can count at the top of my head right now.
That's a little too much, I think, at that point. Why not pick some talent from and have solo runs? You know what I mean? Like Chad Gable solo run, perfect.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And I think that's happening, as we can tell. I think his hand still hurts from smacking Otis. I still feel some type.
Otis is awesome, man. By the way,
I love Otis. And he could probably do some good things too. Not necessarily like top talent. I mean, he's fun to watch, but they got to start doing a lot more with these people than what we have, and put a lot more out there for us. Maybe put Braun Breaker against Otis in or something like that. I don't know.
So there's a lot of talk. There's a lot of talk on Twitter and all this stuff like about storytelling versus just wrestling matches, and I think a lot of people are divided on this whole topic. What's your take? Would you rather see a more compelling story when it's coming down to maybe a payoff match or something, or would you rather just to see a better wrestling match?
I feel like because it's sports entertainment, it needs a story behind it. I feel like everything has a story behind it, regardless, and I feel like that's the only way it works. To be
I mean,
honest,
it depends to me. I mean, if you have two great talents in the ring, I mean, everybody wants. I think it's got to be drawn down the middle, and it's a cop out answer. But I think it all depends on who the wrestlers are. Like you said, the Daniel Bryanson and Will Ospreay just click that day. You know,
yeah,
it wasn't too much of a story. There was a little bit of lead up, but you know, it clicked because how good of wrestlers they were. And then you had the WrestleMania match. That was, you know, years, like a year and a half in the making, you know, to finish the story, this and that. But it wasn't a very good match. It was just it had a lot of, you know, star power into it.
yeah.
Um
Shout out to Ricochet, by the way.
Shout out to Ricochet, by the way. My boy Ricochet.
There's another guy that he could like he got the speed championship, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, that guy's a unicorn, man. I mean, one of
yeah,
one. Nobody's doing anything like him. And if they are, they're probably just imitating what he's doing. So,
hell yeah,
you
brother.
know. So shout out to my boy Ricochet, our boy.
Wait,
We appreciate your talent. Go ahead, bro. These are my generation's divas, as they used to call them.
I know all three of them. I went to school with them, by the way. But God, both need an answer.
Both need an answer. I'll
Go
go
ahead,
with
Carl.
I'll go with I'll take Stacy for the first option, and then I feel like Tori will be a good Mary because you know, and then I had to see a Sable. I'm sorry,
Isn't Sable with Brock?
she is with Brock, right? Could
Yeah,
be
I think
wrong.
she is, man. I think she is.
Can Brock
So,
fight?
oh yeah, I'm gonna have to just kill Sable off the bat here because I don't want to deal with that. Um, I think I'll marry Tori, and then obviously there will be a very, very nice love making with Stacy Keebler.
Oh man, these questions. So, yeah, so I mean, the whole story versus wrestling thing is it's always compelling to see a great story, and like I said, the build up to that story
Yeah,
was pretty like the build up to that match in WrestleMania. Do you think it's the greatest match, you know, build up ever? This finished story Cody stuff.
the whole bloodline thing with Cody. That's probably one of the best stories that I've seen. In a very long time now. My favorite period was when DX was doing their thing. Undertaker was still around, like the retirement match with or the Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair in that
Yeah.
retirement match, and he was like, "I still love you," and he
Give the
kicked them with
sweet
Sweet Chin music. But I think that was one of the greatest stories to ever be told, though.
In
That
recent
last,
memory, I
yeah,
think you're right. I think it was perfectly done, but it started getting noticeable noticeable who the winner was gonna be when they got rid of the Rock versus Roman angle. Last one.
maybe that can come back at some
Hulk
point.
Hogan.
And the bad guy is that Razor Ramon,
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to do any of these guys, but
or is
yeah,
it Tony Montana? Is it Scarface?
I wouldn't want
Everybody,
to do any of these
say
guys, but
say good night to the bad guy.
but
Jeez, what is this guy? What are you doing? What is this guy on? So you got to stay away from that crack, brother. Jeez,
oh, too much
Louise,
crime, bro.
man.
Did you see that
That guy's drinking a lot
Tamatanga,
of
dude?
crime.
That promo Tamatanga,
Yeah,
dude?
this guy's giving Tamatanga energy right now.
What is this? What the hell? What is he doing, bro?
Yeah,
What is he actually doing? I wonder
he's
who like
insane, dude.
who like in his mind like what was going on? Like I want to be like Haku or something like the wild Samoans.
He looks crazy though. He does look crazy. But here to answer this one, man, I think I gotta kill Hulk Hogan, brother, and Kevin Nash. No cap, and I'm just saying this for off the record here. Guy was handsome back in the day. He was. What am I even saying, bro? See, you're making me say all this stuff. I think I'll have to. There's no way I'm answering this. You know that?
You just did, bro.
No way. There's no way I'm gonna answer this.
Give us a better
one. I'm killing Hulk Hogan for sure.
Why?
That guy,
Hulk was a industry changer. He made wrestling what it is today.
I'm killing that guy, bro. Ain't no way.
Do you think anybody else
brother?
Been...
Oh yeah, brother, take that, brother. Or I do, brother. I'll marry you, brother. I am not hearing that at all. Whether it's
what are you like? You're going.
If it's for 2 seconds or if it's for a whole wedding, I ain't doing that.
Nobody could touch Hulk Hogan. He made the.
Exactly. I don't want to touch Hulk Hogan. That's the point exactly. That guy is dying. I'm sorry, he is dying. I'll marry Kevin Nash, and shout out to the bad guy, bro. I'll do it for $50,000. How about that?
50K. Give us 50K.
Yeah. I'll do $50,000. I'll do it 2 times. How about that?
Not Bears.
Speaking
of the Bears, we look good on paper, baby. We look good on paper.
This is off topic, but yeah, Bears gonna have the best offense in NFL.
That's crazy. No way.
In 10 years.
Never.
Oh God, brother.
It'll be a good story. It'll be like the Cody story, finally getting that championship, almost like the Cowboys. But anyway, off topic. What did we miss? Did we miss anything? Females. AEW, we talked about a little bit. I miss Joe. Joe's not here, so he can't go back and forth with me.
Shout out to Triple J.
Triple J. Get well soon.
By the way, if Triple J was here, everybody, he would literally be sweating and shouting against Cody Rhodes and how much he hates him, and arguing with me about every take that I have with Cody Rhodes in it. So, I feel like that would have been awesome for you guys to see here. And maybe next week, hopefully we get everything together and you guys can see that. But he is other than this guy who commented earlier, what's his name? Pelon. Other than Pelon, I think him and Joe are best friends. I swear to God.
They gotta be. I think they're best friends. They have to.
These guys hate Cody Rhodes.
The biggest hater, Cody Rhodes. It's like they should have a Stan account for Roman Reigns in the Bloodline.
Or who hates Cody the most? Contest. I don't know. We gotta do. I don't know.
Make a fan account for Bloodline stuff.
I can't believe I just had to answer the Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, and the bad guy question.
You did it, brother.
I don't know.
When it
I
comes
did that.
Crashing down,
this live stream is gonna stay. This live stream is staying with us and on the internet for the rest of our lives.
It's all right, brother.
And hopefully one day we really take off to the moon.
And then we'll
appreciate
and then,
everything. Yeah.
We'll
come back here, and they're gonna see that I chose 3 men based on those 3 questions.
It's okay. You're what do they call it? You're fluid.
It's 2024. What can I say, man?
Very good. Very well. What else do you got? What else do you got for us, Johnny?
Well, we do have that PLE coming up, and I think there's only a few. I don't even know how many matches they announced, but I don't know what to expect. And Cody, just like Swerve in AEW, his run has been a little cold. And I think maybe this can
Swerve's getting buried, man. That's the problem. He's getting buried by the booking. He's not in the main event. He's not running it through. Top 3 future starts?
Top 3 future starts.
Maybe stars. Maybe even stars. I got Ilya 1.
Yeah. Ilya, Braun Breaker.
Just WWE guys? No, we can't just go WWE guys. Who do you actually see that's actually doing this thing in AEW?
That you can answer AEW. I can't.
I don't know. I don't really see anybody going crazy up there right now. Oh well, Ospreay, right? But he's been known, right? So I don't think he counts. Well, Ospreay is getting the push of a lifetime. He's not going to lose for months.
What's his name? Evans, Javon Evans, NXT guy. He's 19 years old and he's going absolutely wild. So
What
I
about
feel like
Brian Pillman Jr., dude? Or what's his
yeah,
next
something King,
yeah,
Lexus King,
I see him doing his thing shortly.
Roxanne Perez,
Roxanne. What's her name? The girl who's going against
Tatum Paxley or something like that.
Kyra. She's already in the
Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
who's
Lyra. Yeah, for sure, Lyra.
and of course Tiffany Strand #1, right?
Oh yeah. Okay, so let's do
Yeah,
top 3 then. Let's
yeah.
not
I mean,
name 10
okay.
people.
All right.
Tiffany Stratton,
#1.
I think we could both agree.
Yeah.
Ilya Dragunov.
Yes, number 2.
And then the third person,
Up
I'd
for
probably
debate.
up
For debate.
I like to say Braun Breaker, but they need to start doing something with that guy.
Yeah, I don't see it happening anytime soon. Let's go with
maybe Lyra, because
Lyra.
she's kind of getting a lot going on too.
The women's division is killing it. Love it. Love to see it. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
they've been putting on some good matches lately. A lot of good takes, or a lot of good what do you call it? I forgot what that term is. Bumps, like good slams. Usually, in my opinion, like seeing them do all those bumps and all that have been a little not too strong. But I think a good example, like Jade, when she slams somebody in the ground, I feel like she's trying to bury them under the ring.
Yeah,
So
why is everybody hating on Jade though in ring work? Like a lot of people are hating on her.
Well, she needs it. She's better than Maxine Dupree, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I think she needs a lot of work. But hold on. Man.
Oh no,
this guy,
we're not
this guy. Oh my god. Dude, no. How about you answer that?
Yeah,
How
right.
about
Yeah, go ahead.
that,
You
buddy?
answer it, then we'll follow up on this question.
Yeah, you answer
in
that
future
one.
episodes. Yeah, I mean,
Jeez.
Jade Cargill and her in-ring work, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
But she's got the body, the physique, the physicality,
all that stuff.
and the
So
star power.
she definitely do it. Yeah.
Can you like a Hogan thing? Is it? Do you not have to be another
I
question?
don't even want to think about Hulk Hogan right now. To be honest.
Do you have to be a solid in-ring performer, like a really good in-ring performer, to be a star? I don't think so. Sometimes you don't, unless you're Omos. I really think he should get at least one more move under his belt.
Oh yeah, that's another guy too. He needs to come on and do something. Maybe have Ron Breaker versus Omos. Oh, but
give him a big boot, man, please.
Yeah.
Does he do a big boot? No, I know he does the elbow.
No, he does the
slam,
the double gorilla, whatever, bear choke slam and shit.
Four move Omos. Give him one more move, like a spinning punch or something.
Yeah.
Right?
And we got Seth Rollins coming back too. I wonder what they're gonna do with Seth.
I think they should feud him against Cody, man. Like the best friends turn enemies kind of story.
He got drafted on the Raw, right? Didn't he get drafted to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They gotta do something with my boy Ricochet, of course. This whole thing. Give him a 30-minute match, man. Please. I'm begging you. 30 minutes with a good in-ring. I want to see some good in-ring stuff.
He has Oh, we got what's his name too? Andrade. They got a lot of people here that could spice it up a little bit, LWO. There's your sixth faction.
There you go. And LDF, right?
Oh, Judgment Day.
Judgment. Like, yeah, we have like 8 factions. What are we doing?
Many. Yeah, there's so many.
What are we doing? Right? I mean, let's cut that in half. Let's cut that in half.
Yeah.
Let's give people singles pushes. Whatever JD McDonough is doing.
His big ass head.
His big ass head taking up the whole screen. Give Dominic something, man. I mean, we'll see. Man.
He's injured too. Oh, Rhea Ripley's injured too.
Rhea, like so many. Charlotte Flair's still out.
I feel like
that division is.
Charlotte Flair. Wow, there's so many people out right now.
Like that division is so awesome. Like I don't see why people are saying like they can't see it right now. I guess people can't see it right now, but dude, 2 months, 3 months. We got to give it some time. I'm excited though to watch Raw tomorrow. I don't know about you.
or anybody else, but I'm excited to see what they do. But I just want to say we got to get ready for the show, and I think the most exciting thing, other than Jey Uso and whoever else, is the whole Uncle Howdy thing going on right now.
Yes, I'm at the
That's
edge of my
probably the
seat.
most exciting thing that they got going, other than all that other stuff like the women. And this guy is also one of the most exciting things going on in this podcast today.
In this chat, China,
Sunny Sable in their
okay,
prime.
so fuck Sunny, right? At this point.
Wow, you answered that one really fast, brother.
No, like no, screw her, not like whatever. It is what it is. Like, not screw her, not bang her. Well, at this point, screw Sunny because she's in jail for manslaughter.
He was like China Sunny. Yeah, fuck Sunny, right? Yeah, 100%. Yeah. It's like you waited your whole life for this moment. So Sunny. Who would you marry? Who would you kill?
Dude, slim pickings, man. These women wouldn't even, they're not the best women to marry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I think all of them fall under the K, except Sable because
Well, I like to. I like to spend one night in China. No,
okay,
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. China. I can't answer that because China's. She's no longer with us.
Right.
I feel weird. And Sunny, I don't even know who that is, to be honest with you.
She's the original diva, bro. She went off the deep end after Chris Candido and all that.
I agree with you then on your statement. And I'll marry Sable.
Cool. But yes, I'm drunk. We've been there. We've been there.
Yep. And we appreciate you, brother.
Anyway, John, we are into our time, and I had a great time with you. I hope we get Triple J, Joe back next week.
Next week, and we can argue about Cody Rhodes and maybe talk about this whole Hulk Hogan thing that happened. So
yeah, we'll talk about that. And thanks everybody. Chat was awesome today. You guys are awesome. Yep. You know what to do. If you liked it, like, subscribe, message us.
Please share. Interact with us on Twitter too. We really like to comment and reply to all you guys, and we appreciate all the support. We're almost at 400 followers on Twitter, which is amazing, and we just wanted to ask, and we'll thank all of you guys and ask you guys check out our YouTube as well. We post all these videos on YouTube, and we just appreciate you guys, and we're in for a big journey. We're having a lot of fun with this.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's all fun.
So thank you so much. And
last
question of the podcast here. Cody, Dusty, and Dusty. Who?
Dustin.
Yes. Oh, Dustin. Yeah.
All right, everybody.
We would do the same. Thank you so much for joining.
Good week.
Peace out, guys.
Peace out.